What murder?
What murder?
Alright, we're back. Grasping at Straws. Episode unknown.
We got two very, very special guests with us.
Very special guest.
We got Jordan.
Hello.
That's when you speak.
Oh, yeah.
We got Sean.
What's up?
Yeah, we're going to talk about their lives.
We're going to talk about stuff and things and stuff.
Yeah, we'll
I didn't
just
sign up for this.
keep the people entertained.
Yeah, well,
Literally grasping at straws.
they're definitely not held against their will. So if they say anything, just don't believe them. You
Yeah.
heard it here first, folks.
No one's going to pay ransom. Good
No,
luck with
nobody's
that.
going to come looking.
No,
for
but
that.
they'll pay handsome.
Oh.
Is that you, Nate?
Handsome ransom. That's a term right there. You could coin that.
I could.
It's a very coinable term.
Handsome ransom.
So what's
That'd be
new?
good.
What's new, guys? Jordan, what's new with you?
Well, not so much. I mean, I've been on a little 3-week break from work. I've just been doing hanging out, relaxing, a couple little creative projects going on, eating lots of good food.
Good
Sounds-
food is tight.
Sounds pretty boring.
Yeah,
You got 3 weeks off. Why aren't you partying like a motherfucker?
Because I can't party like a motherfucker
Just
anymore.
drink every day. Trust me, it's good for your mental health.
Oh yeah. Because 5 drinks leaves me feeling like crap for 2 days. I'll take your word for that.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, not if you just drink another 5 drinks the next day.
I know the hair of the
Just
dog.
prolong
Well,
the hangover.
sorry. If you drink 5 Bush the next day, 'cause
Yeah,
we
yeah,
only
yeah.
drink Bush
Yeah,
here.
if you only drink Bush, that's the hack. We found that out a long time
Maybe
ago.
that's my problem. Is I'm always getting different drinks.
Yeah.
And don't say the name of another beer on this podcast
'Cause
because
they're
we
not gonna
only
sponsor.
support Bush here.
Well, you could say another name, but we're gonna bleep it.
I'm not very good at
What
editing,
if
so
it's
please
sponsored?
don't.
Nate needs the practice. I say Nate because he's the one with the computer.
I think we have 4 prominent brands here that could sponsor.
Nope, we only want Bush.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for the listeners, I'm drinking Bush.
I'm
Yeah.
drinking Bush.
I'm drinking Bush.
This might be a little too
100%.
German.
Sean's drinking
Bush.
Bush. I just said Sean. I meant to say Jordan.
Yeah,
Jordan's also
Jordan's
drinking
also
Bush.
drinking Bush. So it's fine.
Sean, what's
Bush,
new
you are
with-
the number 1 beer out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sean, what's new with you, buddy?
Not too much. Running the kitchen where I'm working at. So,
Yeah, you got promoted. That's good.
yeah, promotions are always good. Hopefully
Promotions
it
are
comes
tight.
with,
You're the boss now. I feel sorry
more
for everyone
money.
working there.
I know.
Sean,
I'm
just
actually
get a
pretty
little
chill
bit
boss.
closer to the mic when you speak. It looks
yeah.
a little quiet.
Okay. But yeah, no, it's different being boss man. But it's cool. It's nice to
Are you liking it so
inspire
far?
people in that.
Inspire,
it's been
or are
good.
you cracking the whip?
You
Well,
should crack the whip.
There's both.
I like
It
the
comes here
mental
and there.
image of like a really mean Sean at work.
Yeah. There's this one fucking incident. This guy came up with a 5-gallon pail of barbecue sauce. I think he just dropped it on the floor.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
he pulled a Kevin from The Office.
Yeah.
A pot of chili. But he just took it and he just dropped it. And it was sealed. But like it just a thud on it. I was like, can we not drop things through the fucking floor? And like 2 guys just looked at me. I was like, we're getting fucking renovations done in like a week to get the floor redone. Why do you think it's going to be okay to throw like a 100-pound fucking pail on the
We're
floor?
not trying to give the
Yeah, that
workers
thing actually
chili
would weigh a
while they're
shitload,
working.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, a 5-gallon bucket. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking big.
Barbecue sauce
then-
is heavy. You know what they
yeah,
say.
it's thick.
Dense.
It's dense. Is it viscous or not so viscous? How does
I
that
don't know.
work?
Viscous.
Viscous. I was like over pronouncing that.
I think it's got a good viscosity.
viscosity.
Do you think you could swim in
It-
barbecue sauce?
You would need to cover your privates.
Imagine
Ooh.
drowning in barbecue sauce.
I think I could. I think I could swim in barbecue sauce.
I think Sean could.
Sean,
yeah.
I'd muscle through that shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's so fucking hard.
If it's like a sink or swim, like a life or death.
But like, do you think if you went to
situation, like you have to swim through barbecue sauce away from a shark, do you think you could do it?
Oh yeah, I was going to say
a shark will get through
swim into a
barbecue
pack
sauce
of
way
cigarettes.
faster than
He
you
gets-
will.
okay,
They might
he
get
gets-
distracted.
Sean gets a really good head start, and I'll throw a steak at the shark every now and then, a bloody one to like slow it down.
It's going. There's.
He's
it's
already
just
at an
going-
extreme disadvantage.
The shark's only going to have barbecue sauce in its system.
That's gonna slow it the fuck down.
Yeah, I think that'll
Yeah.
slow it down.
Yeah.
I think Sean will be
But-
smart enough to not like like ingest the barbecue sauce as he's going. I think
Once in a while, I'm gonna have like ribs strapped on my back.
Wait, are we
so I
talking?
can just like
Just
grab
hear me out.
Okay,
Are we
wait.
talking like Diana's honey garlic consistency?
No, Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's
Sweet Baby
consistency.
Ray's.
Yeah, that was the other one I was gonna say. Sweet Baby Ray's, by the way, is the goated barbecue sauce. But
Also, maybe
Hold
Camp
on, Lil.
31.
You gotta do a little plug for
Just gotta throw
sponsor.
that out there.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
yo,
Yo, we got sponsored
Yo,
by
if we
Bush
got-
and Sweet Baby
if
Ray's.
those were our two sponsors, I would do a backflip every morning.
I'll say it right now.
Just wake
I
up
will
and
tattoo
then
both of those on my body.
I would happily
That's
get
the
those
deal.
tattooed on my
The
body.
Well, no, I want to
You
get
want the
paid
balls?
too.
Do a bottle of Sweet Baby
they can
Ray's.
they can publicly announce the location where I'm getting it tattooed, and I would still do it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have so many people come up.
Front, center, throat, just a Sweet Baby Ray's bottle.
I would say
About the size of a toonie.
no. It'd be full throat.
Wait, both sides of the front neck.
No, on each
can
side.
of Bush.
Yeah,
I'll do the limited edition camo can too,
yeah.
and then Sweet Baby Ray's original.
I'll get
on the
one.
other side.
I'll get one where it's the limited edition Bush can shooting the Bud Light can.
It's just a tattoo of me shoving a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's up Nate's ass. That's
Like
a sweet tattoo
a
idea.
tattoo of
But
you
it's like-
on him. On
But when we
Yeah, like
when we go to the
like glasses, mullet, like everything.
oh, we go to the
Oh,
tattoo
yeah.
artist, and he's like, "What do you want?" And we tell him, we're like, "We got a picture of it right here," and it's just on it. It's we did it.
Yeah, we did it. Or better yet, we'll pay a graphic designer to make like the perfect picture of it.
Beautiful.
Do we know any graphic design artists?
Rod does. Rod knows it.
Because we need a logo.
Mm.
Doesn't. Yo,
Off the
shout
top
out
of my
Tyler
head.
Doughty. Doesn't he do that shit?
Oh shit! Yeah, I actually talked to him about
he
this
went
already.
to he went to Fanshawe for art.
I was drunk when I talked to him about it, so I forgot until right now when you said that.
Solid guy.
He said he would do it.
For free?
Yeah, he said it was like he's got some commissions or so. This was like 6 months ago.
You know what? Will, you
I
know,
just haven't talked
do you
to him
know,
since.
Do you know what his payment will be? We'll get him on the show.
Yeah, he would be a good guest.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, Jordan, you're writing a book.
I am. But before I talk about that, I just want to go back to the swimming through barbecue sauce.
Yes.
Yeah,
like-
okay. We never really wrapped that one up. That's true.
I've thought about many different things a person could swim through.
Like Jello? No.
That's the first thing that comes to mind. Yeah, Jello. Like, what do you guys think? Jello? Could you swim through
No,
that?
definitely
no
not.
way. Because I think
You
I
get
think
stuck for
yeah,
sure.
you just get stuck. Like I think the weight of you would just bring you down to the bottom, and you'd just be flailing around in Jello.
Like, I think you could try and get like a couple feet out. And,
Like I even
chop
think Sweet
through
Baby
it.
Ray's is pushing it. Like if
But-
it was
oh,
Diana's,
yeah.
Sweet baby gays.
if it was, I wish we had a soundboard every time you do a stupid joke like that. Yeah, just blah 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 blah. No, but I think the right viscosity would be like Diana's honey garlic.
Yeah,
It would
it's
still be
thin
tough.
It's
but-
got to be honey garlic, not the original.
What about
Chicken and
okay,
rib.
Here's another one.
Chicken and rib's good. Chicken and rib's good on a
Viscosity,
sandwich. It's actually so good on a sandwich.
Close to water, but enduring it might be difficult. But pickle juice,
Pickle juice. Ooh.
because
Ooh,
You
imagine
come
that
out
getting
smelling
your,
ripe
Imagine
Oh,
getting that in your eyes.
on your dick
Right.
hole.
in your dick hole. Would
Or your dick
Up your
hole. I'm not
nose,
thinking about
up your
dick holes,
nose.
but
What about
Yeah.
mayonnaise?
Imagine like the doctor's visit. He's like cleaning out your
Mayonnaise.
ears, and
I
it's
would
just
give up.
fucking
pickle?
fucking
like,
pickle juice or mayonnaise. Mayonnaise
Pickle
would be the
seeds
same
and
as
that.
Jello, I think.
No.
but you couldn't
I don't know.
see your
Mayonnaise
demise.
reminds me of the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it's a
The
kind of
thicker one, like the Uncle Ray's or the Uncle fucking Jim Bob's.
I'd pick Jello over mayonnaise because at least I could see if I was getting close to the surface. With mayonnaise, you could be 5 feet or 2 inches, and you probably couldn't tell the difference.
You have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Mayonnaise would definitely be easier than you can't swim in Jello. It's almost a solid.
No.
It's almost. I don't know.
Maybe-
That's
Maybe
viscous.
one day I'll have to try it, but I'll have to have some like safety.
Yeah,
crew.
get a Olympic-sized pool and just fill it with fucking Jello.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me-
contact
let me
City
ask
Hall.
you
We'll fill
this.
the local Dundas pool for a social
Yeah, like,
experiment.
so
Okay.
can you just we've got all these
That'd be
packs of
so
dough.
much fucking
Okay.
Jello.
Just imagine the petition.
All right, fellas. Michael Phelps has to do 10 lengths of a pool. Normal water.
Go on.
You have to do 1 length of a Sweet Baby Ray's pool. Who's winning?
Michael Phelps. He smokes weed before every time.
What the fuck?
You can smoke weed.
Automatically, he wins.
No, I don't know. I'm kidding. I don't know. I think it'd be close.
But if I smoked some
Because
weed
he is a
before
unit,
swimming through
man. Have you
pizza
seen him with his
sauce-
shirt off? He's a fucking unit of a
That
man.
guy's
Oh, yeah.
powerhouse,
He's a
yeah.
sexy
He's like
man.
6'6" or 6'7".
I think he's
big
like
guy,
I think he's
yeah.
like almost 60 now too, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't think he's that old.
Like, wait.
I think he might-
When
or
he
no,
was in
yeah,
his
'cause-
prime? Or like...
Yeah, that's a good question.
Wait, let's see. Let me
Are
see
we
how old
racing
he is.
Michael Phelps in his fucking prime?
Yeah.
Because he was
I feel
a
like that was
fucking
like
god of a swimmer.
Yeah.
2012. Why do I want to say 2012 was when I remember?
Because I think that was when
It
the
was,
when the news
yeah.
was trending.
I don't think he's like... You say 60?
I think he's pushing 60. Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I must be thinking of someone else.
I'm trying to Google it, but my phone's not working.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's maybe pushing 50, or is he?
Yeah, I was
early
thinking
50s?
that, pushing 50.
Pushing 50. Yeah.
I don't think he's pushing.
When was he
60.
in his prime? Like, what year?
10 years ago?
10 years ago?
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so he wouldn't have been that old
2012,
then. If he was in his prime, he probably would have been like 30.
Yeah,
Like,
Late
not even.
30s,
Probably like
early
26,
40s.
27.
I'm gonna Google his age.
In the
right now.
Olympics, you're like young.
Also,
Yeah,
swimming is one of those
usually.
sports.
Yeah, you're
that
right. I
Usually.
I think I was overshooting.
He's
that.
38.
He's 38.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 100%. I was thinking of someone else.
Yeah, I was like, even when I was like
Philip Michaels.
And what I
40.
was gonna say, my follow up was gonna be the guy looks damn good for his age. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, 38. He's still
Yeah.
killing it.
Yeah, he is fucking.
He's
shredded.
probably
So
gonna
he's
look
still
good at
fucking-
Well,
60.
well, you know,
Okay,
you know what
okay.
they say too. Swimming is the best exercise.
Okay, how about you get a normal length, normal water, and he's in Sweet Baby Ray's.
Oh, and you have to
Oh.
do 10 laps?
No, one length each.
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh, fuck, I'm winning. Fuck that.
I would say I'm calling
Dude.
it a tie.
Can we practice?
No.
We don't.
But he- yeah,
have
so
the
Yo,
he-
I'd put 10 grand on myself. 100%. I don't think I don't know. But I'm betting on myself.
I fucking love the confidence. I want you to look.
I
at
wish.
I want you to look at a picture of Michael Phelps shirtless
Yeah.
and keep that same confidence.
Have you
Just
ever
a
seen
mantra.
anyone?
Okay, Michael
Fucking
Phelps
weird.
in his prime in the Sweet Baby Rays. You right now in normal water.
Okay, no, he'll win. Now,
Sean,
He's still-
Sean literally just put out a cigarette. Like,
Like this.
no, we're over this. No, but okay, we've all seen people swim in fucking water. Have we seen anyone swim in barbecue sauce?
no,
Not yet.
not yet.
If this podcast blows up,
Yo, instead of
Big in,
Someone's
buddy.
doing
Big
it.
in.
instead of those girls
Big
with
in.
mud fights and that, and they're slopping around in a little mud pool,
They'd
it's
beat
gotta be
us.
barbecue
Gotta
sauce.
practice.
It's gotta
Yeah.
be a thing. We gotta get that to universities and colleges.
All right,
if you're listening to this,
Nate, I got a good scenario.
And
Start it.
it's all inclusive.
So it's
right?
Sean
yeah.
versus 3 chicks in a mud fight.
Sean's taking him down, one hand behind his back.
yeah.
Depends. Am I hard?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You can only answer that question.
They're gonna be
Are
in
you?
bikinis. You're gonna be in a fucking bathing suit. You're gonna be in a speedo.
Yeah.
And it's mud?
gonna be an
Wait,
awkward boner.
Can it be barbecue sauce though?
Yeah, why
A
not?
mix.
Yeah.
Okay, you know
I
what?
was gonna
though?
say a mix,
I've
too.
literally seen this guy, Sean, right here, have gravy, and he took his cigarette he was smoking in the car. He dipped the butt of the cigarette in the gravy, and then as he took his next exhale, he sucked the gravy off.
That's hot.
I don't know how this relates. But I
That's
feel like this
arousing.
man can.
What
conquer
doesn't that
a
relate
lot.
to?
Fuck, that was years
You
ago.
should put that on your resume.
I should, yeah. Sucking gravy off cigarette butts.
It's like you're hired. You're the general surgeon of
First
Canada.
first subscriber for this episode gets to suck gravy off of Sean.
Ooh.
Sean's butt.
Yeah.
I was
There we
going
go.
to say by pinky, but sure. Yeah.
No,
Nah,
Sean's
out of your
butt.
out of your butt.
We'll
Out
go
of your
straight
butt.
for the
No,
Yeah,
no,
they
No,
got-
off his butt.
Oh, I thought we were talking about cigarette butts still.
No.
You're so innocent, Jordan.
We're gonna corrupt you by the end of this episode. I promise.
And also, when we were talking about swimming in barbecue sauce, you're like, with a shark behind you. I'm like, just put a pack of darts at the other end of the pool and let me go. Like,
Yeah. Hold me back.
Put a
Bush
bush,
darts and PlayStation.
Yeah.
a bush, and a fucking pack
Dude,
of
a
darts.
sixer?
It's the
A sixer, a
PlayStation
bush?
8, and you're just like, what the fuck?
I'm like, shit. I'm going
Anything's
for it.
possible. Anything's possible.
It's funny. I was almost gonna ask at the beginning of this, like, are we allowed to say like fuck and stuff? And then I'm like,
No, we are, but you're not.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valid.
Yeah.
Well, that's why there's editing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already might have to edit out me awkwardly asking you about your book and then you grasping past that.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Which
I
we're
read
still
that.
going to grasp past quickly because we were talking about the art. And speaking of art, you're going to be writing our intro song, which
Yes.
I want to ask you about. Do you have like an idea? Can you like hum?
I could try to hum something up. I'll give a little bit of a background context.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be very just like little acoustic guitar, maybe just like a stomping on a
That's
tambourine.
exactly what we want. That's
You know,
exactly what we want.
Some very kind of Johnny Cash who was sitting
I-
on the ass.
yeah.
It'd
be sick. It only has to be like 20 seconds.
At straws.
Done.
Something like that.
Done.
Fuck yeah.
That's
I might,
honestly, you could
I
even
like
just
that.
do that.
do you have the lyrics?
No.
I might try to write up some lyrics in the next
Do it
week.
up.
And,
Yeah, Nate, you should.
and
Yeah.
tinker with them as much as you want.
Yeah,
but
if you
then
don't
it gives
like
you
them,
like an idea
yeah.
of something
No,
that.
just send me random notes and gibberish, and I'll just put them into a little.
Yeah.
little
Fuck
video.
yeah.
I'm stoked. I'm so stoked. And if you want to do one, and then down the road you decide you came up with one that you like more, we'll replace it and we'll just do the other one after.
I can also
Or we
do
can-
little,
yeah,
little
outro.
tweedly sound bits on the guitar for like when you're like,
Well,
okay, we got to edit this part out. So you.
I was
edit
thinking it
and
was an
then just
outro
have
either way.
ring-a-ding-ding-a-ding.
Well, we can if he makes another one, we can have the first
can
one
have
as the
both,
intro,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
a different one as an outro.
We should hire you a choir of children in the background.
You're gonna acquire me some children.
Yeah. That's pretty much it, yeah.
Oh god.
Wah, 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 wah.
Are they going
And
to
also-
sing?
oh,
I don't
God.
know. They might just be there.
They're
Especially
just
with
there
all that
for
shit that's come out
they're there for
Steve's
oral
Island.
support. I mean moral support.
Morals.
Oh, no one caught what I said. Thank God.
He's worried about what he said.
No, because I mentioned Epstein.
Oh, actually, perfect segue.
Stephen
This
Hawking.
is what I want. This is what I wanted to ask you guys about. We were talking earlier, and I said I wanted to wait till the podcast. Did you hear about Stephen Hawking on the island?
I did.
Oh, the memes are
About being
everywhere.
on the list, yeah.
Yeah,
I heard
but
about that.
but did
Yeah.
you hear more about it?
No, I just said
Okay,
that it was on
Yeah,
So there was a
I'm on-
transcript.
I'm on the
like-
same page as Sean. That's all I know.
Same.
Okay, hold on. Oh, this is great. So I don't know how true this is. I haven't done any research, but there was like a transcript of questions and answers. Nice. And someone was asking like, "Oh, so like Stephen Hawking was there?" And they're like, "Yeah, he was there." And then they're like, "Did he partake in any sexual activities?" And the guy was like,
fucking
"Yeah."
can't.
No, but listen to this.
Wow, with modern
shit.
medicine.
Apparently, what this guy said is Stephen Hawking would have midgets, little people, sorry, do hard math equations on a chalkboard that was too tall, and he would sit there and watch them.
Oh, that's weird. That's really weird.
I don't know how
That's
true it is.
really specific, so I want to believe it. But
It's-
also, like, the way rumors are spread nowadays.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
feel
I
like
find
that
most
might
of my
just be
news out through
made up.
memes, so it's like, how do you?
Well, this
Which is
was I
important.
saw it on memes, but I
feel
saw
like he
it.
just wants
Not
his
gonna
ears
be
licked or something, you know?
Apparently, he was like sexually active.
You know, something a little more normal, you know?
Let's be honest. He just wanted to lift his fucking hand. Like, let's get real.
Let's
Like,
be-
I'll pay you 100 grand.
He's like, if
to
I
lift
can't
my
reach that,
hand."
if I can't reach that chalkboard, then you come here and meet her.
Apparently, Tom Hanks was on the list. I'm not sure about that, but
Well, no
Well,
wonder
the
why
thing
his
about the
name was
list-
fucking Woody.
The thing about the list is there was a lot of people just taking flights that weren't going to the island.
Yeah.
It's not like the plane went to the island
Yeah.
every single
also,
time.
I saw a recent clip. I guess it's from New Sunny,
Fucking wild,
Always
though.
Sunny in Philadelphia, but it was like Dennis and Dee confronting Danny DeVito, and they were like, "You went to Epstein's Island?" He's like, "No, I was just there for the snorkeling. That was about 95% of it. The other 5% was the pedophilia. It sullied the whole operation." And I'm like, I wonder how much truth there is.
That
to
was like when Frank,
Oh,
Danny
no.
DeVito's character,
Frank,
when he
yeah,
was
that's
in Vietnam, and he keeps referencing how he was in Nam, and he's like, Frank, you were there because you opened a sweatshop. It had nothing. It was 20 years after the war.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia is a goated show.
It's so good. It is so good.
Doesn't miss.
That and South Park are my two favorite comedy shows, I think.
For sure. For sure. I'm trying to think
Yeah.
of like...
Letterkenny's kind of been up there.
It's okay, but it gets old fast.
yeah, I didn't watch... I
only
watched like a
watched
season
2
and a half.
Like,
And
I've
got
seen a
over
good,
it.
like, probably
Especially
6
as a
seasons,
Canadian, it's like annoying to see an over-exaggerated Canadian accent like all the time.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
apparently that show takes place in a town
Letterkenny,
in
which
Ontario.
isn't far
Yeah.
from here.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they have that, the spin-off of it. It's just
Shorzy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shorzy, which I do actually
Shorzy.
want to watch.
That-
Hey, Mickey's
that's
buddy
insane.
played hockey
I'm a
with
Letterkenny fan. I just think the
Oh,
show
no.
gets old quickly, but I do think
I do.
the
agree
first
with
like 4
that.
seasons are really fucking funny in my opinion.
I think I only watched the first 2,
It's
and then
it's something that you
stopped.
can't really binge because that's when it gets like
Kind of stale.
yeah,
a
it's like
little
it's like
bit,
the opposite
over
of a
and over.
slow burn show, like the exact polar opposite of a slow burn show. People
Nice
compare it to
slow
Trailer
burn
Park
show.
Boys, and I understand why, but
Trailer Park Boys blows that out of
Well,
the water.
that-
Yeah,
That's-
but it's something
that's,
similar.
Trailer Park Boys has a lot
kinda
more
see.
plot, and like a more thickened storyline.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
more
who
in-depth
knows, like 10
characters as
years
well.
from now, there could be a group of people that are like, oh yeah, Letterkenny is what the Trailer Park Boys was to you, you know?
Yeah.
We just can't see it right now because
We're gonna be those old men.
I'm extremely
Yeah,
biased
also-
though because I grew up on Trailer Park Boys.
Well,
Of
that's what I
course.
mean. We all did.
But what about
and
the
now
people- yeah, the people that
the
are growing
kids
up on
in high school
Letterkenny,
right now
right?
are probably
And
watching
my parents
Letterkenny,
love
right?
Trailer Park Boys. My uncles, they all love
Yeah.
Trailer Park Boys. So.
Yeah, my dad loves it too.
Yeah.
Well,
Actually, my parents think Letterkenny's funny too. I should say.
Yeah,
But
Also,
Yeah.
I
But they
definitely
would
feel like
probably prefer
because Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park.
well, my mom thinks Trailer Park Boys is dumb, but she also thinks like South Park and Family Guy and all those shows are dumb.
South Park
Oh, yeah.
is
I think it's a
the
mom
opposite
thing.
of dumb.
It
It's
definitely
it's so smart.
South Park
it's dumb.
is genius.
It's like they portray it in
never
a
got
dumb
into it.
way,
There's
but
so
it's
many layers to the
So
humor.
like their humor, they're like the most unlazy writers in probably TV history.
Yeah,
like,
they're held in very high regard by a lot of comedians as well
Yeah.
for just how quality their comedy actually is.
I haven't watched a lot of.
And they're the ones that can get away with really offensive shit that 99% of television today can't even do.
New season of Futurama is.
Oh, Futurama.
Oh,
Let's
Futurama
go.
is great.
Let's go.
I've seen.
It's on
I
Disney.
forgot about
I
it. I
fucking
watched like
love
half of it
Futurama.
when it
Dude,
was like coming out every week, and then I forgot.
I heard the remake
I've-
was actually pretty good.
And they make some good topical jokes, like they've
Yeah.
covered, you know,
Well, they have the same
coronavirus
writers,
and the
don't they?
vaccines,
Yeah.
And they got there was a
all the stuff PC.
There was a rumor they weren't going to get
culture, all
Bender,
that.
but then they ended
Yeah.
up getting Bender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
That would have sucked if they had a different Bender. That would have been tough. That
Yeah,
would have been tough.
that would have
to
been
get
really
wrong.
tough.
Oh shit.
All right, what do we want to talk about now?
Well, I was gonna say you guys asked about how Jordan and I are doing. How are you guys doing?
Oh, that's
want
a
to-
complicated question, my man.
Shit.
I've been on like a 3-week bender. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, I'm kind of there too.
I've been
puppies.
drinking every day for like 20 something days. I'm not even. I'm surprised I'm not even like
For the holidays.
as hurting as you'd think I would be.
Yeah.
Like I'm still
Well,
getting
you're
up.
still going.
The problem is I'm sleeping all day. My sleep schedule is in the gutter.
Oh yeah,
It's-
it would be. Yeah.
It's bad. I'm
when
waking
you're
up. At,
drinking every
I'm
day.
going to bed at 9 in the morning and waking up at like 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Well, when I was
So
with
I'm literally
you and
not seeing
Tyler,
the sun
and
either.
she's like, "You didn't go to bed
Yeah.
until 10." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah, she told. Yeah, she was. Yeah, because I was. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's like,
Mitch.
Damn.
She Ubered me home and then she went to bed like right after. It was probably 6 in the morning. As soon as I got home, I fucking cracked a beer and I was watching YouTube videos for like 4 hours.
Yeah, you're like, I'm still going.
Yeah.
I do that
Well,
sometimes.
It was
man.
New
I get
Year's.
around
It was New Year's
party.
Eve. I was like,
I got
whatever.
home and I
Start
made
the year
another
off.
drink after New Year's Eve. We left Emerson and we went back and Brandy's like, I'm going to bed. I'm like, all right. Open the fridge and I saw my bottle of whiskey. I'm like, I'm not going to bed right now.
Yeah, Mitch. When,
Oh, yeah.
Because we just released our first episode like
Yeah,
2
go on
days
YouTube.
ago.
Go on YouTube.
Like, subscribe, share, all that dumb shit.
yeah. Or don't.
Give it a
Whatever.
thumbs up.
There was probably about 100 people that knew it was released before you did.
Yeah, it was pretty pathetic. I
Before
I woke up. I woke up to a bunch of text messages from a bunch of different people saying, really nice things. Congrats on this. Congrats on that. And the worst part of it was I read Nate's like at the end, so I was like, what the fuck am I? What's happening? What happened today? Is it my birthday? What's going on? And then
sleep
and then
for
I
a
read
fuck
Nate's
long time.
message like not last behind everyone, but it was just the order in which they were coming in. Nate texted me first, so the newer ones were like more relevant on
All
my
at the
phone.
top.
And fucking, it was Nate at 11 or 10 or 11 in the morning. Hey, buddy, it's finally on YouTube. I got it all worked out. It's put up on there. The quality's not the best, but at least we got our episode up. And I was like, holy fucking shit.
That's monumental.
I didn't respond for like,
It was like 8 hours.
8 or 9 hours.
I called
didn't
him
even
like
know.
twice.
I didn't even
That's
fucking
a
know
good time for
that
a
my
chunk
first...
of people to know about.
So yeah, Sean, you're asking how I've been. That's how I've been these days.
All right.
Nate
Oh, yeah.
was like that, but he fixed himself recently. So.
Oh, I just ruined it again last night.
Yeah, we were gaming. Remember when I got home?
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to bed. I stayed up gaming with him, and then after he got off, I played computer games for like another 2 hours. Or not after he got off. I got off because I wasn't really feeling.
When you
all
got
that
off,
gaming.
I got off, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it was a
We all know what you
mutual
mean.
coming.
Going to hit the sack and then
Go to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got puppies now, and I'm going to say something controversial.
that's why we're recording in my garage right now. We're supposed to be at his apartment. but-
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I
going to
haven't
say
seen
something
your apartment.
controversial.
You
I
see it.
fucking hate puppies.
Yeah.
Well,
No
there are
shit.
a lot of maintenance for sure.
They,
Yeah.
I'm ready to kill them.
Well,
They're
me
like-
too.
they wake up at like 2 or 3 in the morning
And
and,
then
just
Diva
start
wants-
fucking going.
Nate, my
Diva
mom and
wants
I have a
nothing
theory
to
that
do
you're
with
just
her.
gonna get so sick of them, you're just gonna end up giving them away instead of selling them.
I have 2
Yeah.
available. I have 3 already sold.
Already sold?
Nice.
Nice.
Well, like deposits down for them,
Deposits
so
down,
there's 2
yeah.
Just
more.
like slaves, right?
Yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
except I'm getting a lot more money for them.
Yeah, and it's a lot less like socially taboo to sell puppies than slaves. It's weird.
Actually, shit.
For
to actually
some
talk
reason.
about slavery
Yeah,
For
yeah.
and that,
some reason.
it's been the highest in this year alone. Then when slavery was like legal, like
Yeah,
way
people
back in
don't
the day,
realize that.
Wait,
This
Yeah.
this year, it's been the highest it's ever been peaked at. And that
Yeah,
Now, are you
I
talking
feel like
about,
that
like-
has a lot to do with like
No,
because you
human
never know what's going on in
trafficking,
other
it's
countries.
Human trafficking, sweatshops.
Yeah,
like,
you never
yeah.
know what's going on in
I
other
was
countries, and
watching
it's not like these other countries are going to
documentary
go
and
around advertising their sales.
Like, hey,
of
Mitch,
slavery.
clearly
Have I ever
not.
told you the
But
story
I
about
watched,
Iqbal?
Like a little documentary about it, and it scared me. And then Brandy's like, "Don't you see why women are scared all the time?" And I'm like, women aren't scared, like, blah blah. And then she's like,
All right, that's
shows
the name
me
of the
this.
episode. Women aren't
You
scared.
got an earful.
And like, I was like, if there's a life or death situation, like everyone's going to do what they can do to fucking, make sure they stay alive. I'm like, go for the throat, go for the eyes, but and she's like, no, it's fucked. And I'm like, I watched that and I was like, I put both my feet in my fucking mouth, and I'm like, I'm a piece of shit. Like, I didn't realize it was so bad.
It's
like,
it's
still,
hard to
like,
realize.
Yeah,
like,
worse.
well, the way you're saying it sounds like it's worse now than it's ever been.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
well,
is.
like numbers wise.
yeah,
Yeah, well, fucking everything
Well,
scales up over time.
Well, that's why
Yeah,
women
exactly.
like.
There's so
it's-
many.
It's
there's
not
a
advised
lot
to
of people on
travel
this
alone.
planet.
Oh yeah, just so much shit
Yeah.
happening
8 billion
everywhere.
now,
And like the
right?
way this
Or
planet is now
7.9.
compared to generations
Yeah, I
ago,
think we're at
everything's
almost
24/7, rat race, everything.
All
you
the
know,
time.
generations ago, things would quiet down overnight.
I wonder
you
if
know?
it's numbers or
Things would shut
percentage. Because, I mean, in the slavery time, there'd be less people, so this percentage would be higher, but the number would be lower.
See, I think it's the numbers,
yeah.
not the percentage.
Well, that's what I
Yeah.
mean
You know
by
what I
like
mean?
scaling.
Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
And I'm
But
not trying
still,
The ratio.
either way, like, it's still a fucking thing. Like, it's happening.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fucked.
Well,
I'm
I
not-
think you'd be naive to think that slavery is just going
Would
to go away.
go
anytime
away.
soon.
No, I didn't
Human
think
trafficking,
that.
all that shit.
Honestly, I figured.
No,
with
I'm not
some
saying
countries
you're
would-
naive. I think people who genuinely believe like
no
nowadays,
slavery or racism at all.
yeah, just because they're in their own cotton candy world.
Well,
yeah.
it's also I love to say, I used to work in a vegan restaurant, and
Oof.
you're full of righteous warriors there.
Yeah, oh, I bet. Yeah,
Real emphasis
nothing wrong
on
with
the
being
righteous.
vegan, but it's the people
Yeah.
that like.
some of them.
You know.
I will say there's a split. Like, it's like there's bastards on all spectrums.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
On all.
All right, to
But,
get
like,
into
some of-
not as
Oh yeah. What was it? What was I
depressing
saying? Yeah. Let's.
Sorry.
topic.
I brought up
Just-
slavery and
just-
then I just
Did
fucking-
you guys know that our world sucks?
This is what happens when you don't let us.
Did
go
you know this is
before
what
the
happens
podcast.
when people
So-
become vegan?
Wait, Nate,
Yes.
is Diva being like a mother in that, or is she?
She
just,
hates
like,
them. She fucking hates them.
Just fucking knocks them over.
It's
and
funny
that.
when I was
Where's
gaming
my food?
when I was gaming with Nate before bed last night. He had to put Diva in his bedroom and shut the door to keep her away from the puppies.
Because they were sleeping, and as soon as she goes near the cage, they just get up and start barking and
They
going
go nuts.
crazy.
Yeah, probably because they're
yeah.
hungry. They want that titty milk.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's yeah. But you asked me how I'm
Just-
doing lately, Sean. I've been shitting myself lately.
Yeah, he's been pooing a lot. He's been telling me
Shit.
about it. Yeah.
Was it
Are
because
they?
of that meme that I sent you? I was just like, didn't shit my pants. And then you're like, what the fuck? I'm like, I read that. I'm like, have you been shitting
Yeah, it's
your
'cause of
pants?
that.
It was like the
I'm
day
like, what the
after.
fuck?
It was like the day. Okay, so the first time.
It's because
Give me
all he's
any
doing is
explanation.
drinking Bush and eating fucking leftover Christmas dinner for a week
That'll
or two.
clear
straight.
you out. Like,
Man,
Oh, it'll
so-
definitely
so
clear
the,
you out.
the first time I was driving to work and I was like 15 minutes away and I was like, I got it. And then
I got that dog in me.
Classic mistake.
and so
I
I
trust
get
myself.
the worst part is I didn't even tell Mitch this. The worst part is I get to work and you know when like you really got to shit and then it goes away for a second
Yes.
and I was like, oh, I can finish my coffee and have a smoke. Those were just
I like
The
that
famous
those
last
are the
words.
two
The
things you
cigarette
can
coffee
do.
combo might as well be
just
X-Lax.
my
Yeah,
famous
yeah,
last
honestly
words.
it is.
I'm
Might
like
even be
halfway
more
through my
effective,
smoke and it
honestly.
comes back and I'm sitting there like wiggling like just finish the smoke and
Oh,
I can
yeah.
go in.
Dude,
Oh,
the better
doesn't even put out the smoke and then just
The
like,
better-
I'll just have another smoke.
the
He's
better,
like,
more
I'm
premium the
committing.
cigarette too. For some reason, the effects are even better. I remember in
Oh,
high
yeah.
school when Belmonts were pretty affordable, relatively affordable. Those
Yeah,
would make you
$10
shit.
a pack.
Oh, dude.
Those would make you shit.
Dude, so I
Demoriers, those are a pretty pricey cigarette. Those would make you shit.
this is how the podcast
So I remember
goes.
the Demorier, the crushes when they had those. where you could like smoke some of it, and then you'd be like 3/4 of the way through, you could like crush
do the
filter.
menthol,
Do the
or do
menthol.
like the blueberry flavor.
Menthols
and
are
shit.
nasty though.
But
I never got
sometimes
into it,
having
no.
that last few puffs of the smoke being
Of
menthol
something being
were-
fresh and that. I just felt like I was smoking like toothpaste though. I'm like,
I just like to have
really
the
didn't
option,
like it.
man. I like the illusion
and also
of free
chocolate
will.
mint ice cream, fire. Just going to say. That.
Yeah,
It is.
It is fire.
Briars,
We need
if
to
you're
we need to
listening,
normalize just chiming in
sponsor.
and talking about how good chocolate mint ice cream is.
Yeah,
for like
that's what
no
I mean.
reason. Yeah.
I'm just
Yo,
going to say
chocolate
because
mint
I was,
ice
like,
cream,
thinking of
sponsor the
toothpaste, and then
podcast.
People always say like,
Any
"Oh,
brand.
chocolate chip mint,
Yeah, we
mint
should,
ice cream
we should
is
rename
like,
our
like
podcast Chocolate
toothpaste."
Mint Ice Cream.
Chocolate mint sweet baby bush.
Hashtag a
Oh,
bunch
Nate,
of different people.
you've been shitting a lot of water too, like a lot of liquidy shit.
Yeah, so you didn't even let me finish when
I mean, to be fair, I wasn't the one that interrupted.
shit the first time. So like I got out of the car and I was like, I'm like going into work
Wiggling.
and I'm like walking and I was like, I didn't think I shit myself and I took a couple steps and I was like, oh fuck, I did. And like
fuck.
I like walk inside, put my tools down. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go to the store or something. And luckily my parents' house was around the corner. Thank
That
God
is
no
lucky.
one was home.
That
Just
is
went to the
lucky.
bathroom, cleaned up, went commando all day. Actually, I put my underwear in like a doggy bag, poop bag, and it's there. I have a rack on top of my car with like a little compartment. They're still in there. I remembered today
Oh, God.
Oh no!
Oh,
because I wasn't gonna put it in my car.
just throw it out.
Oh.
Throw them out.
Oh, my car smells gnarly right now because I accidentally forgot about a bag of like 200 empties in the trunk.
Oof.
Yeah, just
Yeasty.
old
Oh,
just
fucking
sitting
beer.
there.
Yeah,
The
I was gonna
second,
take him back
Billy.
on Boxing Day, and the beer store I don't think was open, or maybe they closed early because it was like 5 or 6 o'clock when I got out of bed. So, but anyway, and then I just ended up going to Copetown store, bought a bunch of beer there, so I put off taking them back. They were sitting in my car for like 5 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
with the heat and that, just going.
Oh yeah.
Day after
And
day.
windows up, just stale fucking air in there.
Oh.
And it's like I should specify it's an SUV, so the trunk is connected to the rest of the entire the vehicle.
Yeah.
So
Probably like scrape some stuff and make your own little beer batch.
yeah,
A little bit
that'd
of
be
bacteria and
fucking
yeast.
gross.
And just the authentic.
isn't it just
the worst
swig
cane
or what is it?
stuff ever.
Swish.
Grasping
Yeah.
at straws ale. You never know how.
Oh,
you're
that
gonna
would be
feel.
okay if we could actually make a decent fucking beer.
Dude,
It would be as little.
Do you know who
crappy
makes
as
beer?
possible.
Jackson's dad, and
Oh,
he's
really?
won competitions.
No shit.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, he's got a whole fucking brewery set up in his garage.
What the fuck?
Jackson Dempsey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does he bottle
used
it
to
in
work
that
for
or
that
can
guy.
it?
I think he bottles it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think bottling is what most
It's
people do when they.
easier.
Yeah, there's. a
'Cause you can
machine
just get, like, a
it's like the press.
machine
You ever see
press
Breaking
with
Bad?
like a
Yeah.
little
Well,
lever.
that's why I was
Just-
thinking.
Yeah.
But I know some people can it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, canning. I think it's just harder to close up a can.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
cans would
Just
be,
like from
would
your
be
garage.
more practical for like mass production.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bottling you
doing
can do
small
by hand because you
batches.
just
Yeah.
get like the bottle cap and it'd
And
probably
and
just be
beer,
like open,
um,
and then you get like a lever thing that just like puts it down
And
and
it's probably
closes it
easier
around
to
it.
like reuse the bottle.
Any,
like
any,
that.
any,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
any like beer enthusiast would agree that beer out of a bottle would be better than out of a
It tastes
can,
way
too.
better.
Oh, yeah.
As
Yeah,
we're all
bottle-
drinking.
Well, I drink.
Bush
Yeah,
out of
'cause
out of
I drink in
cans.
excess. That's my problem. or else I'd be buying bottles more often.
I definitely
30 pack
well,
of Bush.
I know 30 Bush. It's like
If you can choose, like,
Can't beat
drink
it.
it out of a glass.
yeah. Well, you could take your can and pour it into a glass. That's what my dad does with.
Bush.
Yeah. See, I'd rather do that
With
than just
what?
drink it out of the
MG.
can.
Don't ever mention another beer on this fucking
It was an
podcast
acronym.
again.
Mate. It was an acronym.
Now I'm gonna have to bleep that out.
Amazing, miraculous.
I'm going to. We're literally not saying any other beer brands except for Bush on this
Nate
podcast.
just made so much work for himself because now he's got to listen through every episode.
Yeah, fuck.
And I'm only drinking blank.
Bush.
Bush.
No, say the fucking name because
No,
Yeah,
I don't want
Sean,
to fucking
isn't it
edit
his
it.
Bush
he's got to
great?
bleep him out
Exactly.
now. I like the thought of him just sitting there like, fuck, why'd I have
I
to
love
say that?
swilling a good Bush.
I'm not a good editor.
Yeah, but
Well,
you'll
you're gonna
get,
be.
Yeah,
This is your fucking practice,
this
bud.
is your
You're
moment.
gonna be,
This is like
son.
This is like 8 Mile. This is
All
your
right, so
moment.
it's one podcast a month because it's gonna take me a month to edit one episode.
Oh. Yeah, well,
No,
you did that to yourself.
Yo, I was gonna say, with this fucking season and that, it's been so shit, but I want to do some beer bogging, boys.
Yeah, we'll have to go to like Bracebridge or something at this rate.
I know.
I
Fucking
wonder
a
if there's
couple
any hills
hours
near
away.
my new place because I have all those paths by the beach.
What, do you have more snow there for some reason?
No, but I just mean for hills.
Wait, are you
Oh, like if we get snow.
Are you
Yeah.
deep into
I know
Hamilton?
Shadow
I'm
is
like near
actually,
Stone.
like,
I'm
the
near
Shadow
Stony
Golf
Creek
course.
area.
Oh, so yeah, you're pretty deep.
I'm like
then.
right by the
Okay.
Red Hill.
He has a nice little apartment though. It's like,
Yeah. I'm not going to ask you, like, exactly what's your address.
We
Yeah,
don't want
just
these
dox
people knowing.
myself on the second episode,
Or
third,
just-
fourth, maybe.
more shit for you to get at
The
bleeding. Like.
unknown.
But
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Yeah, we got to do some of that. I was talking to someone at one of my coworkers. I was like, we got to go beer bogganing. And they're like, beer bogganing? I'm like, you've gone tobogganing. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, you bring beer.
Yeah, that was the other day. I was
Or
with you when
booze.
we were talking about that. I think.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who it was, but they didn't know what we were talking about.
Yeah, I was like, what the...
Well, you know
was
what's
it?
weird?
Was it you and I?
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I was like, put it together. Like, use your head for a second. Beer bogganing. Beer bogganing. He's like,
Oh, was it Carly?
Definitely not Carly.
No, okay.
was it a girl? I thought it was a guy.
Oh, was it?
Dude, we don't hang out with girls.
No, ew. God.
They scare me.
Yeah.
Ah.
Fucking terrifying.
God, I'm going to break up with my girlfriend
do
right now.
any do any of you guys remember though, like tobogganing at the Dundas Cemetery?
I remember I used
yeah,
to.
that was
Yeah.
a great... For me,
Yeah.
that's just so close by,
And
right?
it's so weird because I feel like nowadays you say, like, I've told people like, oh yeah, I used to do tobogganing in the cemetery. Like, you fucking what? I'm like, yeah, and then I'm like, you can't do it anymore because there's tombstones at the bottom.
Well, Jordan, you
Oh,
used to
it's called-
live, like, right there.
Oh yeah, dude. Like growing up as
Jordan
a kid, I was
and
like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
Sean, too,
Jordan
yeah.
longer, but
Sean
Yeah.
for it was a few years in high school at least. I could literally,
2 years.
not to sound like a
Word.
creep, I could just like look out my bedroom window, you know, my fucking face pressed against the glass, and be like, "There's Sean."
Yeah.
Shawnee boy.
I see you. And
And
I texted him
here's
like, I
Shawnee.
can see you in the shower. And
You always
Sean's
had
like,
the
out
high
the window.
elevation too. It made me
Like,
nervous.
I'm
Yeah,
shy.
and you know he's looking, too. Like, you know he's
Fuck.
creeping.
But no, that was
You know
good.
when we said we were hanging out, and you'd be like, "I'm walking over now." I'd be like, "I'm gonna look and see if he's actually fucking walking."
Yeah.
and you see
He's
me
like, "Oh,
walking.
yeah."
Fact check this guy.
There's fucking
Yeah.
4 houses between my house and the apartment building.
I remember how we always used to look for the number of the houses. We always used to look for 69, and we never found it.
No, I was 68. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I
I
don't
can't
know
believe we
how
weren't
it's-
You got
69.
shafted, brother.
I know. I was like, God damn
No
it.
pun intended there.
You're about to get shafted, brother.
And then I remember we moved from that
That's
place
disturbing.
in high school, and then I was going up to Millgrove, and then a bunch of the boys slept over.
I have a really important question
and then
for you guys.
my dad came down and woke us up in,
In
the
the middle of
basement,
this.
and he's like, "Breakfast is on the table," and we came up, and he just had a 2-4 of Bush on the table, and I was like,
You're
"What
lucky
the fuck
Sean's
is
nice.
this?" and he's like,
'Cause it wasn't
breakfast.
Bush.
No, it definitely, it so was Bush.
It definitely was Bush.
Did you guys smoke cigarettes at the time? That was my important question.
At that time, no, I wasn't.
I had one, but I'm gonna.
But my dad was. Oh, like at the time then, or like now?
At the time then,
Oh.
were you smoking?
We're smoking Bush cigarettes.
I
Yeah,
wish.
smoking.
I wish.
Oh, do you guys? Is this?
Yo, instead of having
Is
like,
this
the
a
little
something
ball
that
in the
I-
cigarette, you crush it and it's like a taste of Bush when you smoke it.
Oh,
Vaporized
that'd be
alcohol.
incredible.
Is this something that I
Billy
remember
Miller, yeah.
incorrectly? But do you remember Psy Gangnam Style, the song?
Open
Oh,
Gangnam
yeah.
Style.
Didn't he have
oh,
smokes?
Was he smoking? That was
Like he
no,
had
wasn't that
like a
Korean?
brand.
Was that
A
A,
Korean?
a Gangnam Style cigarette.
I think it was a.
And the
a
filter,
green.
no, the filter was black and silver checkers.
That's sick.
I remember
feel
this
like I remember-
distinctly.
yeah,
I
no,
remember
I
that, but,
remember-
like, not
Did they
tonight.
sell them in Canada?
Yeah,
Did they?
I remember smoking
I've
them.
never seen one.
More importantly,
or heard
did
of
they
one.
sell them in North Korea?
No, I remember when he said the black and the gold like
In North
checkered
Korea?
on the filter. I was like, that
Yeah, sure,
pretty sure he
reminds
was
me of
South
something.
Korean,
That was
wasn't he?
the gang.
Yeah, that's
Gangnam
yeah.
Style cigarettes.
I don't think
What
he's.
the fuck?
I don't think
And it
he's
was
making
like when
hit music videos in North Korea.
he's just listening to Katy Perry.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Also, Katy Perry, sponsor the podcast.
Katy Perry, sit on my face.
oh my god! Don't get me started.
Is that your new podcast name?
What?
Katy Perry.
What I
sit on my
said?
face.
Probably
Yes,
should.
maybe
Oh, that's
you
not-
said-
We got to start naming the episodes because
Yeah, that'd be fun.
well, we got to think like.
We'd have to get creative.
But you
though.
gotta get the you
Or
guys
should we
wanna
just
have
not
an
overthink it
intro?
and just name them?
I think we should have.
Just listen through, edit, write down a list of like 10 standout little
Well, what did
lines,
Sean
and
say
then
earlier
pick one
about
of those
women?
That's pivotal.
they're scary. Or no, you said that.
Like we don't hang out with women. We're scared of them.
I said
No,
that we
like
don't
women
hang out
aren't
with them.
scared or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
Women aren't in
Oh,
danger.
yeah, they're
Women
just-
shouldn't be
Yeah,
scared.
they shouldn't ever be scared of
They
anything
shouldn't
ever.
ever be scared. I'm like,
You just have to
And then you had
include in there
beauty,
something
you had
about
beauty
like
follow-ups,
and then
like, yeah,
later.
just kick him in the teeth or something.
yeah, just rip his throat out, gouge his eyes,
Yeah, yeah.
or anyone.
But then
for any
the
matter.
best, if it was a photo for it, would be
start
like
practicing
Sean
MMA
after
for
he watches
years
the
and then-
documentary,
Yeah,
just
but
being like,
jujitsu.
"Oh, I was so wrong."
Oh no.
Just
Oh,
any
no.
encounter, you just start laying on your back and you're like, "Come on, let's go. Come on, come at me."
Is
Yeah.
that how you initiate sex?
No, I'm talking about jujitsu.
Come on,
Hey, yo!
come on, come on.
Come on, come on, come
You
on.
want some of this?
You can handle it.
It's the violent approach.
Come on, fight me. Oh boy.
So I didn't tell you about the second time I shit.
Me?
I told you.
I don't know if we want to hear this.
Or us.
This one's.
The
Is this
royal
in
you?
continuation to your shitting your pants story?
Oh, it's been an ongoing.
There's been twice in the last like 2 weeks, but it
2
wasn't in my
weeks.
pants. The second time wasn't in my pants.
That's ideal.
I was.
Nate, we just started this year. I hope you know this.
It was literally hours into this year. I'm not kidding. It was like probably like 3 in the morning,
Brand
January
new Nate's
1st.
over here.
Or when you
brand
took
new
that
shit.
when you took that girl home.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, they struck you when you were trying to
No,
fancy a lady?
no. So luckily,
After the deed.
after the deed, she was sleeping, and then I was
Oh, yes.
hammered. I went to the bathroom. I hope she never listens to this because she doesn't know. Could you grab me one too, please?
I got this.
Thank you. I went to the
bushes,
bathroom.
please.
I went to the bathroom because I had to puke, and I was naked. So I was like huddled over the toilet puking, and I puked so aggressively that I shat on my floor.
Wait, what?
Better than in, I always say.
And I didn't even realize at first.
Thank you.
And I can't believe I'm telling this, but then I stepped in it.
Oh, you like slipped?
Just step.
I've
No
slept-
Like
slip.
waking up in the middle of the night. and
You ever
you're
do a little
sucking your
poo slip?
dog shit, but it's
Slippery.
your own shit?
No, I've shit
And
my
you're
pants
like-
before.
Oh, I think
I
everybody
just
shit their
played
pants.
myself.
Everybody, whoever tells you they've never shit their pants, they're playing you, brother.
Oh,
it's
I
like
did
there are
it
two
hard.
people who pee in the shower and people who lie.
I bet girls shit their pants
Yeah.
all the time. All the time.
Oh, if
But
they're
the
especially
last
getting
time I
fucked
shit my
in the
pants,
ass.
though, that had to be like a decade ago. It was like in high school, I think.
I bet girls pee their pants a lot because
Just
it's not
after.
as easy for them to hold piss as it is with like guys with.
You
penis.
think?
Also,
Yeah, I've heard that
I
it's easier for guys to hold a piss. I've heard.
Also, if you
Oh,
think
I was
about
just going
it,
to say, I pissed myself.
That's harder to do, unless you have like a bladder infection or something. That's
Well,
harder.
or
to do.
when you're fucking
when I was
you're
a
drunk
kid,
and
when I was a,
asleep,
when I was
when
a
you're
kid,
blacked out.
when I was a kid, I wet the bed. When I was a kid,
but also here's
When did
something
you
else to
stop wetting the
consider.
bed?
I was blacked out.
like
at my
middle
buddy's
school, bro.
place.
Not even kidding.
Oh, that explains so much about you.
And yeah, I pissed.
Wait, why? Is there something about
Honest
that?
futon.
You're just a
I was like,
bedwetter.
Dude,
Well,
I
I
will
was.
replace this. I will.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
It's
dude,
been,
we're
it's been a
throwing it
while.
out anyway.
My most
He's just
recent
like-
one was probably in my.
I love how
20s,
we just
though.
have two
You just,
conversations
like,
going
you
right
didn't
now.
care.
Sorry, repeat that, Sean. We were
Sorry,
also
Sean.
talking over you.
You sparked a little something inside of me,
Sorry to the listeners that just had to hear nonsense
That was a
for a
lot.
second.
Nate. I thought
No,
we were
no.
supposed to mention our listener,
Yeah, mention.
and I just do it to be annoying. You're
Yeah.
just being a hypocrite.
Yeah, I just did it to piss Mitch off. Speaking of piss, Sean.
Piss.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sean.
no.
Green
One
lit,
time.
red carpet.
Oh, there was the
Let's
one
get it,
time I
let's
was
get it.
fucking wasted though, and yeah, I crashed at my buddy's place and I was on his futon and I was blacked out. I have a flipper. It's a fake tooth, and I also lost that night as well.
Oh, that's horrendous.
And then I woke up the next day and I woke up in my own piss on my buddy's futon. I was like, I'm so fucking sorry. Like I
Oh,
didn't.
man.
My sister was there to pick me up the next morning. She's like, get the fuck in the car. We're leaving. Why the fuck did I have to pick you up? It's like, fuck.
Everybody's just yelling at Sean.
Just yelling at me.
pissed.
I'm like, give me a fucking minute. And I'm like, I
Sean,
went in the
you were
car.
probably still hammered at the time.
Yeah, no, I went in the car and she's like, I'm like, there's piss on my pants. Can we just go?
Okay, that's the name of the episode right there. There's piss on my pants. Can we just
Can we
go?
just go?
And just like a piss stain on my fucking
Blah blah blah
jeans.
blah.
And then we had to drive like an hour and a half in the car until we got to like where we needed to go. My sister's just like,
Can we just go?
you dumb piece of shit. And then I didn't have my tooth either, so I'm missing my fucking front tooth.
It's like, you dumb piece of shit. And you're just like, ooh.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking don't yell at me.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, this Yankee dude.
Oh, that's
Luckily,
so
my
I
fucking
almost started
funny.
tearing up. That was so funny.
My buddy was so chill. I told him, I was like, I'll replace your futon, I'll clean it, whatever. And he's like, dude, we were throwing this piece of shit out anyways. He's like, just, what the fuck?
Wait, so you're telling me your buddy wasn't pissed?
No.
Hey.
I need
But
a
honestly, he
soundboard so
wasn't.
bad.
I thought it like almost ruined a friendship. And he's like, dude,
Yo,
like,
could you imagine you're just no longer buddies with the guy?
yeah, I don't know. I've never pissed on
Yo, what
someone's
happened to you and
futon.
Mark? Oh, I fucking pissed in his futon. He doesn't talk to me anymore.
Oh, Sean, you remember? I'm so glad you didn't wake up when the one time I slept.
What a way to start the story.
Well,
Oh, if Jordan didn't spit take right there, I probably wouldn't have even
Dude,
caught on.
I remember
to
when I was at work, I just moved into my place, and it was like, was it you and
Oh,
Mickey?
yeah.
And then you were doing the French fucking, like...
Paint me like one of
a
your French girls
Oh,
on
God.
your
Yeah.
on
counter.
my island.
But
and you're
dude-
just like in your boxers, and I get a picture while I'm at work downstairs, and I'm like, oh, what's this? I'm like, oh, the boys. I told them to go to my place to start drinking. Like, I'm gonna be done work soon. I look at it, and I just see Nate's almost butt-ass naked body on my counter. I'm like,
You're like, I'm not cooking there for at least a month.
this is how the night's starting. Wicked. I was like,
Yeah,
shit.
we got in there and I'm not gonna lie, the first thing we did was start jumping on the couch.
Yeah.
three important words: Lysol disinfectant spray.
Oh yeah, I clean like a motherfucker. with
Fourth
OCD.
biggest important word, arson.
Arson. You
But
could
you-
use the Lysol.
But Sean, remember the
It's
Use
pretty
all of them.
flammable.
apparently
Yeah.
I puked at your place this night.
I don't. Did you? I know. I remember there was the one
Nate's
night.
puked everywhere, brother.
I puke a lot. I'm a puke and rally guy, or I'm a
Yeah.
puke and go to bed guy.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, you're a
in
puke and
bed.
go to bed
I
guy.
picked you
No,
up.
you don't know the amount of times I just puke and rally.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm gonna go for a piss.
Okay, so it's like really
Yeah,
nonchalant.
I had you
Yeah.
on my couch, and then you fell off, and I was like, Nate, I need to get you up, and you're like, no, I'm fine here. I'll be. And then like I was like,
I'll be.
no, you can't be. Like, get on the couch. And you're like, mid sentence, you're talking, and just fucking ooh, all over the fucking floor. I'm like, well, this isn't going to work. So I'm like, I picked you up and I put you on the couch, and I'm like, put the bucket beside you or trash can. And I'm like, clean that up. And I'm like,
If you give
I'm
him a
going to
bucket,
bed.
he'll actually use it. He's actually pretty good with the bucket.
I didn't even-
I look at him. I'm like,
It's pretty.
he has no idea. I'm like, I'm going to bed, Nate. I'm fucking mad at him right now.
I didn't even know I did that until like weeks later. Because when
I
I,
know,
woke
and
up,
then
it was
I-
clean, and there was like a bucket there. And I was like, oh, it probably looked like I had to puke, or I went to the bathroom and puked, and then he was just being nice.
Combination of the two.
And then, yeah, I didn't find out till like weeks later that I did puke.
Yeah, we were
So
talking.
this might have not been the same night, but there was one night where I blacked out and slept at your house, and I woke up on your couch, full Winnie the Pooh, just a shirt
Oh
on.
my
Full
God.
Winnie the Pooh.
Literally just a shirt on. No underwear, no socks, no pants, and I like no blanket on.
Poo belly out.
Just a small t-shirt.
And I wake up and I was like, where the fuck am I? And I look around and I'm like, oh, I'm at
For
Sean's
some
place.
reason,
And I
my
look
skin is yellow. Probably the liver poisoning.
Yeah, probably all the Poohs.
I look down and I'm just like full cock out. And I was like, I really hope Sean didn't like get up to like get like I don't remember taking my pants off. Like
Full Winnie the Pooh. I love
Surprise, I did. No, I did not, though. And I did not know that either until you told me. And I was like, thank God my girlfriend didn't stay over that night.
that. Yeah.
Like, what is
Just-
the what?
I'm
what
your,
is the
your dad
all
just comes
goes
over
back
for a
to these,
surprise
yeah.
visit.
No offense, but anyone
the
who passed
fuck
The
is
out
whole
this
family just
gay-ass
comes back.
shit?
Yeah.
drunk on a couch with a floppy poo.
Like,
belly
it's
out.
not what it looks like. We only
not
touch
doing well.
tips.
Oh, it'd be
Pooh
so
Willy.
funny if Nate just
Pooh
had a
Willy.
fucking morning wood
I
rock
did.
hard boner. Oh,
I mean,
that's
I
so
woke.
funny.
You wake up, you fucking fully hard.
Oh yeah.
And I just like wake up and I'm like, like where the fuck am I? And I look down and I was like, what the fuck? Just like grab a blanket. And I was like, oh
Like,
no.
Little
That's so
factoid.
good.
Little factoid. That morning wood happens more after you've been drinking because you've been putting depressants into your body. So your dopamine and endorphins is trying so hard to make you happy again. That is why usually if you wake up after drinking a lot, you wake up stiff as a rig.
Yeah.
I was pretty rock.
It's just a little science.
I was pretty
Little
rock
science
hard
fact.
this morning, and I didn't
Okay,
have
okay.
like I had like 5 beers, like 5 pints.
Well, I mean,
last
just
night.
like as men,
enough.
you kind of
Yeah,
normally
that's
wake
enough.
up with.
It made me really
hard
But
Right.
alcohol, because of the depressant, your body's over.
you know what? Now that you say it, I have noticed that they're more raging hungover.
Well, because your
Yeah,
body's
hungover,
telling you
hell
like
yeah.
you need to do something with this, and you'll feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you
Just get it out.
release it, and you're like,
Facts.
you're just like, I'm hungover.
And then you release it, and then you're like, oh, now I have to deal with the depression. Oh, fuck, this is great.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's anxiety and post nut clarity in one.
Or post-nut depression. I mean, clarity
Yeah.
and depression, they're
Same thing.
synonymous.
Okay, Mr. Fancy with your fancy
I'm
words.
just saying you can be a little depressed in clarity. That's all I'm saying. You ever thought about something so long and hard, no pun intended, and you just think about it so much and you're like, oh, that makes sense, and now I'm depressed.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
time.
Full
No, I
circle.
It's gotta be at
Hungover
least like
boners.
Yeah.
2-3 times a week. Yeah, you're waking up with like a fucking good one.
Full stiffy.
Every day for me.
That's
Every
healthy.
day.
Every day. I'm what you call single and lonely, my friends.
A champion.
All right, we're rounding up to about 50 minutes here, so let's get to your book.
Yeah. Which I've like managed to dodge for about 40 minutes.
Nate,
here.
are you making
What the
rules? Are you making fucking rules?
We do an
He's
hour.
just in a rush. He's in a rush. to
No,
go.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
I gotta
I mean,
get
Also, I
going.
want to hear about this book.
Cool,
I'm
but,
pretty sure you
um,
told me a bit about it.
Yeah, because I've been working on it for like the inception of the idea being for like probably a year and a half now.
Yo, are you writing Inception?
No,
I know. I'm kidding.
just I think I'm using the term inception right. Like the inception of an idea being like when it first seeds in your mind and you start.
It goes
Like
on
when
and
you
on.
guys-
I thought Inception was something inside something.
Well, it's
Which
inside
is
your
an
mind.
idea.
It's like the inception
So
of this
thought is an
podcast.
inception?
The inception.
Loogies.
Shut up.
I'm not gonna go there.
It's about the cats, right? Or
No,
the,
so this yeah, so no,
different one.
Okay, I want to listen. I got to piss.
I'll keep on. Yeah.
You two shut up and let him
Alright.
speak about his book.
You're the one that
To
doesn't shut
speak
the
to
fuck
Sean,
up.
so
That's
I
actually
wrote,
me, but
I wrote a short story. This is probably like 2 years ago. It was about. I had 2 cats. I have the one still. They were brothers. The one passed away, so I sort of wrote this in remembrance to him. It was a Elder Scrolls fan fiction,
I
Yes,
fucking
I
love
remember
that.
like
that.
set in Skyrim. So the 2 brothers were Khajiit, because cats, and there was like I put myself in the story as some fucking wildly wizard. It was about 100 pages.
That's
Might-
pretty impressive.
Might
right?
edit back. Thank you. It was a, and I wrote the whole thing by hand.
Holy shit.
Writing it by hand was 150 pages. When I typed and edited it, it was 100 pages.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Word
yeah.
document.
Man, you make jerking off seem easy.
I'll make it seem easy.
Oh, front tugs.
Um,
Front tugs.
Friend tugs.
Dry
Friend
tugs.
tugs.
Dry
No,
friend
I like
tugs.
front tugs.
But yeah, so the next book I'm working on is much different. It's speculative fiction, so it takes place in 2109.
Oh wow.
So, I don't know, like 80 odd years.
Was there dragons?
Like 100 years, a century
What?
from
Was
now.
there dragons at that point, or?
in our own world?
In our,
Yeah.
in our
Well, I don't
future?
fucking know, man.
No,
I mean,
I-
we're in 2023. I don't know if there's.
Oh,
He
this
said
is 20
2109.
Oh, yeah.
2109. Like a
2109.
century from now.
I thought I heard the
No,
year
no,
109. I was like, was there dragons?
century. Yes, sorry,
Yeah,
century.
century.
I was
No.
thinking millennium. My bad.
Millennium is
Um,
No, I'm just a deaf piece of shit.
So it takes place in
like
the
a century
in
from
the
now, not a decade. Yeah.
in the Great Lakes
2109.
Nation, which I'm calling the Great Lakes area, part of the States, part of Canada.
Are there 5 of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
And then part of the area
I like the
around it,
facts.
we don't really go into it, what's happening there. But the Great Lakes Nation, it's been after about 70 years of dealing with a prion pandemic, which prions are what is essentially responsible for like neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's, dementia, I think Parkinson's, like mad cow disease, scrapies, the shit that just gets in your body and you don't, it's uncurable, and it literally degenerates your tissue down to the core and you become feeble and you can't do anything. And you usually pass away
Yeah.
because there's no cure for it. So the story, it's in 2109. The pandemic of what happens in this storyline happens in the late 2020s. You know,
Oh wow.
topical. There's an epidemic of like, it's because usually these diseases lay dormant in people for about 20 to 40 years. So you could catch something now, and not till 40 years later you could
Yeah,
get
So you're telling me the
Some
doctors are
form of
wrong
magic.
when I give them my piss?
I don't know what their motives are, man. I'm not gonna try to
You
justify.
guys want to
that.
get into the deep, dark conspiracies of the doctor underworld?
Oh, well, that'll be in the
So-
book. There's deep.
Oh, really?
But
I want to read this.
What's the premise of the whole story, though?
I'm getting to it. There's a lot of explanation. I realize we're kind of
No, you're
low on
good.
time.
No,
here,
we're
but-
not.
No,
We're not-
if we go over, it's
Okay.
fine. But
We almost always go over, so.
So essentially, in like 2020, I think it's like 2030. I have it set on the timeline. Is when this shit really gets bad. At this point, the world
Shit
is
hits
just
the
run by the people that run the big corporations, like your Amazons,
Jews.
your Elon Musk's. Come on, I'm sure some of them are Jewish, but
McDonald's.
come on, McDonald's. No,
Bush.
seriously, all these big corporations
Don't,
that are
don't
like,
put Bush in there.
we are
Bush is fighting.
in power and we are kind of controlling the world. They make a small sect in about 2040 by the time they realize shit's going bad. To be like, well, we're going to open up a little lab to research these prion effects and how to cure it. So this team is working on how do we cure humans of prions. More importantly, how do we cure animal proteins of the prion disease, which is transmissible to humans, which was like mad cow disease, scabies, which was
Yeah.
like back in the 1800s.
The plague?
Chronic wasting disease, no, not that far, but chronic wasting disease, which is like mid 19th century in America,
Yeah,
disease in elk had it.
yeah.
So they're trying to figure that out. They can't purify.
So are you talking about the process of like making a vaccination or something like that?
Kind of. So this is in the book. So the book is 2109. This, what's happening, because it's important, is in like 2060, 2050.
Okay. So we'd all like still be alive in this scenario.
In the book, the population has dropped to about 3 billion.
Really?
By 2060?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
God
So yeah,
damn.
scaled
Because the
yeah,
pandemic
yeah.
usually takes about 20 to 40 years.
Yeah.
Whereas it's somehow become rampant, so it's like
When it hits,
like
does it
2
hit
to
like
3 years.
Does it hit very rapidly? People are panicking.
Yes.
Nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
Is there zombies in this book?
No, because
It's like I'm out.
because like you do a quick research nowadays, mad cow disease, it will tell you
Yeah, that's a
you
sketchy
can
one.
be infected, and then 30 years later is when symptoms start showing. In the book and in this time in 2040 or 2050, it's you might eat that meat. 2 years later, you're experiencing symptoms. 6 months later, you're dead.
Yeah.
So these scientists are tasked with how to find a cure to cure human meat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So people can consume it. They're not successful, so these fucking higher up powers that are running big corporations that don't really care, like, well, why don't you try it on human
Yeah.
meat? And so they're trying to cure human meat of the prions. And they are successful whilst also discovering something else which is quintessential to the plot of the book, which I can't reveal right now.
Yeah.
Good, don't.
But essentially, the only thing that they discover that is appeasable to the higher powers is, well, we can't eat meat from animals, but we've found a way to cure human meat. So many people have died. Let's just start repurposing human meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
The book
yeah.
is called "You Can't Call the Cannibals."
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
The
wanna
world.
read this.
The
you
world
can't
in
call
21.
the bulls. Shut up, never
The-
mind.
So the world in 2109 is good. There's a lot of ethical, social issues, but and there's basic income for everyone. So if you're deciding you don't want to work at all, you have your bare minimums met. You get a flat, like a council flat. You get credits for paying for this and that. You get entertainment funds. You can work more to have better things, but a big thing essentially is
Are you going to be put on a donor list though to be?
Oh, well, one of the things,
Soon?
and it's a weird contract that you sign
Just
when you
farm the
agree-
minorities.
Everybody, not the minorities. No, you.
Wow, let's be
I'm more
be
of a white
realistic
meat
here.
guy
Be
rather than
realistic
dark
here.
meat.
That's
No,
fucked up.
because
Dark meat's way better.
the dictator of the world in this book, because it's a
White meat's
dictator,
And you were
I
saying
know,
it
it's
was
just
all the
funny
big
to say.
corporations and that.
which this dictator, who was part of the research team, because he found something whilst figuring out human meat being
Does
the only
his
thing that's
name
cured.
rhyme with plump?
No,
Good, 'cause he's a kid.
but he figured out something to use as a byproduct of his cure.
Do you know how long dead he's going to be in this scenario? He's already like in his 70s.
Well, he said 2050.
Yeah, he's in his 70s, man.
Yeah, he's an old
Dude, he's gonna live forever.
He's not
Yeah, that's debatable.
But anyways, sorry, I don't want to lose my train of thought here. So he comes up with the cure, tells the higher powers we can eat human meat, but he also pairs up with another scientist from he's a solar technician from Asia or somewhere in. I'm not pinpointing exactly.
Yeah,
do more
yeah.
research. So he's coming up with something that is very important to artificial intelligence, while this solar tech is basically harnessing solar technology, which makes everything run basically for free. So that's how they can kind of have everyone on a basic income living. Because energy is basically free. We want everyone to be happy.
Yeah.
You're all happy. You got to eat some human meat. And also anyone that is in a...
Sorry, you just threw that in so casual.
You gonna eat some human meat?
Well, yeah, no, because
we'll give you $1,000 a
Like, go
month.
ahead, eat a peppermint stick.
But that's kind of it's a very kind of like casual
No,
thing,
it's,
right?
I like the plot.
I
of it.
really like the plot.
I don't read books, so if you
very
get it on
interesting.
Audible, I'll listen to
For
it
sure.
Fuck yeah.
But also one of the things
Or if you just
is,
want to
like,
come over and read it to
if
me
you're-
softly.
before bed.
a little audio book.
I don't think you want to listen to that before bed.
But if
Dude, I listen to a Hitler book before bed.
Buddy, the
But if-
shit I watch on YouTube, okay? That's, I'm just
All
gonna
right,
leave
sorry,
it
Jordan, go.
it's okay. If you are in a MONDA jurisdicted country, which MONDA is the name of the organization, which stands for Militant Orbital Network for Direct Action.
there. Oh, hell
Because they say it clear off the bat, we're militant. We will fuck you up. If
yeah.
you
Yeah,
don't
because
agree.
shit's already fucked up
Yeah.
at this point.
So they're saying you have all this stuff, but you kind of have to sign this thing that says once you're dead and gone, your body's repurposed.
Mm.
Because
If
one of my,
you're...
one of my
What if I
favorite...
get cremated?
No.
Well, you'll get cooked.
You're not allowed, well, because like
Yeah, you'll be cooked.
cremation
You'll get
will
cooked.
save you from taking a plot in the earth. If
No,
you are
I'm just trying
being
to be an ass.
repurposed for human protein, because it's like humans are walking refrigerators. We just store meat for 75 years.
Yeah,
50 for
today's
me.
technology, yeah, it's 75, I guess.
And also one of my favorite quotes from Doctor Who is the doctor says what is life except a way of preserving meat?
Yeah,
So I'm taking some ideologies from that and so
it's dark, but it's true.
yeah, you have this recycling system.
Yeah.
And so the story starts, it's this anthropology professor at the Great Lakes University, which I won't mention what university that is. I think we can all guess what's close to
Yes,
university here.
yes.
And his mother was part of the resistance of everything that happened once Monda took over, and she met an ill end. So he has
Sounded a lot like The Last of Us, with
oh shit,
the
I haven't watched
fireflies and then the
Maybe I should watch
the
that.
resistance and the opposition.
That's
Everybody's trying to find a cure.
that. That's a problem because
Well,
I
no,
am
there's
Legend.
Sorry?
Did you ever
I
play
am
the
Legend.
game?
no, I
It's-
didn't.
that's
Looks
more of
really
like an
good, though.
apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never played it.
That's more
but I
like
watched
human
the
beings
show.
already
It's good.
basically extinct in that one.
Yeah, because you said there's the population's 3 billion?
3
Drops
billion.
from-
So it's like the perfect amount of people in the world?
yeah, and
I would say even a bit less than that.
I think 4.5.
Well, and
is
also
ideal.
another-
I would say 1 billion would be pretty nice.
another thing is
That's pretty
around.
big.
I think it's going to be around the 70s.
That's not a
There's
lot
going to
of people.
be a second
like it's
baby
a fuck
boom.
ton of people.
It's
Because
All right, well,
it's
don't
like-
ruin too much
Oh,
because we want
yeah, we
people,
definitely
we
want
want
the
people to
readers
listen to
to-
it. Well, what's it called again?
You can't cull the cannibals.
Okay,
That's
when
so
when
good.
do you think you're gonna? Are you done it?
No, I don't
I'm
think
about-
I've done it yet.
I have one more chapter of part 1, and then part 2. So about 60 pages, and then part 2 starts after that, and then it gets into a lot of stuff. Really tackling the AI of today.
That's a good one.
Challenging it.
That's a good
'cause
topic.
When do you think you're gonna have it done? Estimated,
Estimated.
guesstimated.
My estimate, guesstimate is I would really like
Guesstimation.
because it starts out.
Would you say this year?
Yeah, because the book starts in. Takes place just beginning of October, so it's kind of a Halloween Christmas
Yeah.
book, and also classic.
So do you want
Christmas
to
and-
time your release to when the story sort of begins, like seasonally in real life?
I would really like to have it out by the end of this year.
Awesome. Yeah.
Like sometime
Yeah,
in
shoot
November.
for
Well,
yeah, November's kind
Well,
of.
we'll promise you when you're getting close to a release
just
of some
keep
sort,
coming on the show.
even if it's just like a PDF that people can find, whatever. If it's not like a fully like released hard copy, we'll get you back on. Hopefully, we'll have people actually watching this
Yeah.
and fucking get the word out there again for you.
Get the word out.
That'd be sick.
Talk about it.
Yeah, I'd really like
And then
that.
you do not to just jump off the book, but you do music as well. Do you have anything to plug for that?
Well, one of my dreams, and I'm kind of still working on it, have been working on it for a long time now. Ultimate goal is a David Bowie tribute.
Oh hell yeah.
A tribute to the Starman.
Yeah,
'cause
Bowie's great.
I'm still part of a Backstreet Boys tribute.
I love that.
Got
How's
some,
that going? Are you busy with that or?
As much as I'll say, we have some things to work out and have to see how the future lies once we work said things out.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Right on.
Nice.
do you have any social media for people to follow for any of this?
Hell no, they can go to hell.
Perfect.
I love it.
Well, fucking congratulations.
Just remember,
on-
you can't call the cannibals and keep Google
Can't
searching
call the
until you become
cannibals.
depressed.
Well, congratulations on the book and everything. Thank you guys for being here. We're gonna be wrapping it up now. We're past an hour.
Yeah, it's a good time. Good time is good.
I am gonna shamelessly plug something that doesn't exist at this point.
I know where this is going.
I'm starting a different podcast, a solo one, at some point, maybe in the next few months.
I'm not going
And-
to listen to it.
But just wait, hear the name.
I'm not coming on it, but I will come on you.
Nice, but hear the name of it.
That was beautiful.
It's gonna be called the Social Network.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love how that like you made that seem like it might have almost gone over your head.
Yeah, no, like, I get it. I just...
Like, I get it, but it just doesn't tickle that
Nate's
spot.
so hyped on that name.
Dude, the name is sick.
That's
Come on.
social
Yeah,
Nate.
yeah.
We're, yeah.
But you know
I
what?
like it.
The great part is most people's reaction will probably be like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, and it's
Oh
just
Jesus Christ!
and it's
Oh, Jesus Christ!"
I'm gonna
I'll say-
it's
I feel
just
like you would
it's-
have more of a wild name, though. I just... Knowing
pretty
you
good.
and that.
it's a pretty good name.
name.
I feel like you have more.
Social
knowing
Network's a
you-
pretty good name.
Sean's shutting
It
your
is,
name down
yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
hard right now.
God
I'm not shutting
damn.
it down. I'm just like, I do appreciate it. I get it. It's not going over my head, jackass.
Just the way you said it, you're like, oh.
I'll be asking you for music for that too when I get it going.
Yeah, give me a vibe. Give me a.
This one's more important though, Jordan.
Oh, of course.
This is our number one podcast,
No, but you know what? Yeah, on that
but
note,
it's just because we live not super far. It's like a half-hour drive away.
we all have cars.
Yeah, but there's just sometimes where it can't happen, and I'm home alone.
I took
so
a
I'm
bus
gonna try to
and
do.
I got a boner. No, I didn't. Not this.
So I'm just gonna try to do
Not
some
this
solo
time.
stuff,
Not this time.
and also I want to get back into doing stand-up more, and I
Yeah,
want
I
to get more like I want it to be more comedy driven,
And I
get like
selfishly want Nate to
comics
do that.
on my podcast.
I
and, like,
selfishly
talk-
want Nate to
Yeah.
get his name out there more for my show as well.
Yeah.
So,
So I mean, in the just next few months, hopefully I can get that going.
yeah.
There's a couple of guys I've met that I would love to have on. They're like older guys that have been doing comedy
Yeah,
for a
from
long
Levity?
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out Manolis. He's funny
He's
as fuck.
so fucking funny.
Um,
he's so
And he's
fucking funny.
he's met a bunch of like really really famous comedians
Yeah,
and he's
he's-
friends with them and stuff.
You
so I
could
think
say he's a
he'd be-
professional comedian.
He is. Yeah. I wish I knew the name of his special. He's got a special coming out.
Is it on YouTube or Netflix?
I think he's doing YouTube.
YouTube's low key better. if you ask
I
me.
know he recorded it in like a month ago
You
or
can get more. You can get
something.
your name out there. more.
I've seen him
Probably not false
live like
rules.
15 times, and he doesn't disappoint.
No, he's super funny.
Not to dick ride him, but yeah, super funny guy. That would be like a good guest that I'd want on. But anyways, that's enough of that. Thank
Yeah.
you guys so much. This has been
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Thank you guys for having us. It's been
Yeah.
a fucking great time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
All right, yeah,
I'm
let's,
looking forward to
let's-
many more and
let's,
then to the new one.
let's-
So.
And to listening to them.
yeah.
yeah, we'll be putting them out every week.
Well, yeah, that's...
All right. Love you guys.
Oh, who?
Bye. Love you too, Mitch. Kind of.
That's okay.